Everybody need to hear this. Y'all speak Hebrew, that's Yiddish. How the fuck you try to label us anti-Semitic? We the Israelites, blacks, native Hispanics. The Germans get locked up for the Holocaust. Meanwhile, black people still up in the Holocaust. 100 million of us died in the transatlantic. 6 million died. Y'all want the world to never forget it. You can never be a Jew. You are Ashkenaz. This ain't a star dum-dum. A gun that would die. Yeah, Easy told the truth and got ostracized. Not one person in the Bible had on a yarmulke. We were slaves in America like we was in Egypt. Y'all don't even fit the curses in the Torah neither. Y'all was blind to the truth. I had to make it clear how Jerusalem, your land, your people came from Europe. That was 1947. Your menorah got 9 sticks. It's really only 7. Yeah, it's us against the world. Armageddon. This what happened when you inherit lies from your ancestors. Y'all the synagogue of Satan with them black hats. Your whole nation sitting ducks, Aflacs, bunch of thieves and culture vultures. Ain't nothing kosher. To tell the truth, you vagabonds don't have a culture. Macedonia, Alexander, and Philip, you a convert, so tell me, how the fuck is you Israel? That don't make you the people just cause you live there. Why my people can't hate your people like y'all hate Hitler? All the prophets was black and was called nigga. Y'all don't even fit the description that's in the scriptures. Abraham, we the real Jews. Y'all don't study Christ, y'all follow the Talmud. Keep it real, yeah, let's keep it real. Cold hard truth, it give you chills. Say y'all Jewish cause y'all ain't really them. About to do them like Hammond, it's the Feast of Purim. UPK undefeated, this an easy win. We was all the evil twin. Jacob took hold of his heel, then out came his little red bats and they kosher deals. It's only 12 tribes, y'all trying to make it 13. Esau despised his birthright, the Lord cursed him. He ain't the devil who is, I'm still searching. Ask your rabbi, why he give them babies herpes? I don't know what's worse, that or you claiming that you a Maccabee. I'm about to cancel, everybody try to cancel ye. I ain't afraid to speak, that's what I do. They riding to the core, I'm just judging them by their fruit. Cause they ain't suffering curses. If I was carnal, I promise I'd punch you in person. I know this an uncomfortable subject. They making millions off our culture and black people suffering from it. Yeah, they don't believe in Christ. They the Antichrist. Make a living off of niggas. They a parasite. I ain't afraid to tell the truth. Niggas terrified. I'm about to go DEFCON 4. I ain't satisfied.
That is proof. That is absolute proof that they know we are the real Jews. That's absolute proof. Now, you got the records. Go find me a white Jew on any archaeology in Egypt anywhere. You will never find a piece of archaeology with white people as slaves in Egypt. So don't tell me that they were slaves and it's their identity, and they know it. The Lord knows the blasphemy of you so-called white people that say you are Jews and you are not Jews. You are not the people of the law. You are not God's chosen people. God's chosen people are living in the ghettos of America. God's chosen people are in poverty and depression in the streets of America. God's chosen people are walking around in America with no identity. That's where God's chosen people are. They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 41. They did the same thing to my people. So that you put millions of my actions. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white
never expected to grow. This obstacle sat in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every crack I'm surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that when I'm in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the bullet show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. 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 Look, ain't no remorse in my blood cell. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be 10-5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle dress to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in his dress. She a bombshell, just dish served cold. I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of man shooters. There was design 5 for our babies to pass through in the damn my king's reign. I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums. You see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Hey, Slum No Crack, bro. This is the ISUPK, One West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commandant General Yohana. And this here is the ISUPK Kentucky Law class. And today we're going to be going over how the Law of Brotherhood and Brotherhood is a weapon. You understand? Now, I'm sure everybody's heard in the news recently that Ja Morant got suspended again from the Memphis Grizzlies because he showed a gun on Instagram Live, right? And instead of black people coming to his defense and brotherhood, black people like Shaq and Stephen A. Smith and you know what I'm saying, all them celebrity black people, and then also just regular black people in the world. You know what I'm saying? They going at his head, calling him dumb and everything like that. Has broken no law. Hasn't broken no law, hasn't done anything illegal, or anything of that matter, but yet they ostracizing him, you know what I'm saying, condemning him, saying he's dumb. When the first time he got it happened, he was on, you know what I'm saying, he was on an away trip with the team in Denver. You understand? So he got suspended that time because you know what I'm saying, he was on a road trip with the team. You know what I'm saying? So he was representing the team at that time. But I still don't think he did nothing wrong then either, because it's not illegal to own a gun in Denver either. You know what I'm saying? The only thing he did wrong that time was apologize. You know what I'm saying? And then the last time he was and it's off season. They ain't even playing no more. They got put out the playoffs. They ain't even, you know what I'm saying. It's the off season. He won that no NBA wasn't no NBA activities, or wasn't at the you know what I'm saying, any Grizzly workout facilities or anything of that nature. He was riding in the car with his homie. Homie went live, and now they suspending him again. You understand? But Tennessee, this gun laws are so relaxed in Tennessee. You can damn near have a missile launcher in Tennessee and it be legal. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm being a little sarcastic there, but for real, like gun laws in Tennessee are just as relaxed as they are here in Kentucky.
Right.
You know, here in Kentucky, you can have a gun concealed or you can conceal carry or open carry without a license here in Kentucky, as long as you don't have a felony.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And in some cases, depending on the felony, you can still open carry in Kentucky, depending on what type of felony you have. You know what I'm saying? If you got like a violent felony, then that's a no. If you got like a drug trafficking, that's a no. You know what I'm saying? But if you got like a low class felony, you know what I'm saying, depending on what the felony is, you can still sometimes in some cases open carry in Kentucky. You can definitely have one in your house or in your car. You understand? So really what it all boils down to is internalized racism. You know what I'm saying? Where the devil, the white man that the Bible speaks of, the devil has told black people for so long, you ain't nothing but thugs, killers. You know what I'm saying? All these derogatory things, and then we tend to believe the shit. It's like we tend to believe that nonsense, and then we that's why we ostracize people like John Morant, who did nothing wrong.
Right.
He broke nobody's laws. You know what I'm saying? Now, what they did was post their guns online in support of John Morant. No, we got guns too. What they gonna suspend every goddamn body?
Right.
If they do that, then you won't have nobody. If they threaten a protest or anything like that, they threaten a protest. If they didn't take that suspension off John Morant, then you would have no players for next year because 90% of the league is black. You see what I'm saying? Or the better thing they could have did was take all their money, put it together, and started our own league.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We would have done away with the NBA altogether.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, but the reason why the NBA is can do things like that is because we have no unity. There's no brotherhood. There's no solidarity within the black community to do things like that. That's why the NBA can do whatever the fuck they want to do and get away with it.
Right.
That's why they can suspend somebody for not breaking any laws, but yet suspend somebody and then endorsements start dropping them and everything like that. For what? He didn't break no laws. You know what I'm saying? When the white boy went and shot up that store in Buffalo, you know what I'm saying? The NRA didn't come out and you know what I'm saying, support what he did, but what did the NRA come out and do?
So like I didn't catch that part.
They came out in support of gun rights. Because you know, every time there's a mass shooting, government talking about taking away guns, and then here come the NRA talking about legal guns and in support of legal guns. You see what I'm saying?
I can see that coming from them.
So if they can do that whenever there's a mass shooting, and then the government talk about taking away guns, why would they not come into the defense of John Morant, who owns a legal gun that did nothing wrong? Why would they not come out and support him?
So he is not one of them.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
He is not one of them.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get into that first article I sent you. Don't read the one about John Morant yet. Read the other one. We'll read the John Morant one next. Despite the NRA, what the NRA says, the primary cause of gun deaths are, of course, guns. Read that. And before you start, if I could, the title of this article is, despite what the NRA says, the primary gun deaths is, of course, guns. You know what I'm saying? Now, that right there is an oxymoron by its goddamn self. You see what I'm saying? Because, like, example, I own 4 guns. I got 2 handguns, a 12 gauge, and an AK. Guess how many people my guns have killed? None. Nobody. My guns ain't killed nobody. You know what I'm saying? Last time I checked to even shoot one of my guns, I had to put, you know what I'm saying, put it in my hand, put pressure on the trigger for the trigger to even pull.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, despite what the NRA says, the primary cause of gun deaths is, of course, guns. No, it's not the guns. It's the dumbass people that's behind the gun.
Right.
It's not the guns. Guns don't kill people. Stupid people kill people.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? You know me. I carry a gun everywhere I go. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's Kentucky. I can do that. Right. I can do that. I can legally carry a gun wherever I want to go in the state of Kentucky. Matter of fact, I can go to Tennessee with my gun and conceal carry it and have no issues. That's Tennessee is with their guns laws. You see what I'm saying? I can live in Kentucky and go to Tennessee with my gun.
Right.
Without a license and be cool. Why? That's the law. That's what the law says I can.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And not one of my guns has killed nobody. My gun don't even shoot unless I put the pressure on the trigger for it to shoot.
That's right.
First, I got to take it off safety. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't walk around with one in the chamber, so I even got to put one in the chamber and then put, you know what I'm saying, squeeze the trigger for it to shoot. So just the title of this article is dumb as hell. You know this is some type of, you know what I'm saying, Democrat, or, you know, we don't do no, you know what I'm saying, none of that garbage, but you know this ain't this from CNN or the Tri-City Herald. You know that's that's not a conservative newspaper. You know that's a liberal newspaper, because it's always liberal people trying to take away your guns and your gun rights.
Right.
And blame Another thing is, if you can't even keep guns out of the bad people's hands, the people that shouldn't even have the guns, why would you want to take my rights away from my legal rights to have a gun, to protect myself and my family? Now, what sense does that make? Matter of fact, cities like Chicago, New York, so them are some of the cities the hardest to get a gun.
Yeah. So like, I mean, they don't even make guns in New York, so.
And it's hard to even buy a gun and live in the state of New York, especially to walk around and carry one.
No.
So where the hell are all these guns coming from? How are all these people getting all these illegal guns in cities like Chicago and New York, when they got the strictest gun laws in the United States?
Yeah.
Now, I know you can attest to this, but I've always heard that, you know what I'm saying, like I got a homie that's in the world that's from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like, he would say, "Hey, Shalom, how about you, man? So I brought the he would tell me how, you know what I'm saying, they would stop a semi in the hood, just leave it there for like, then niggas get to wondering like what's in there. Then when they go in there, you know what I'm saying, it's full of guns and drugs and shit. I'm sure that happens in New York all the time too, right or wrong. You see what I'm saying? So, so who putting these guns in these hoods? Who putting these legal guns there?
Oppressor.
I mean, we know that, of course.
Yeah, but for the listening audience, they don't. You know,
no, I'm pretty sure a lot of the listening audience do too. You know what I'm saying? But it's these coon stepping fetch ass niggas like Stephen A. and Shaq and you know what I'm saying, niggas like that want to say we living in a post-racial and none of that matters. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have a gun if you in the NBA. Well, shit, a nigga like John Moran, he should carry a gun. He should have a gun everywhere he go. Why? Because he's an easy target if he don't have one.
Right.
Why you think the white boy went to that specific grocery store and shot that grocery store up? Because he knew there would be easy targets.
Right.
Why you think the Dylan Roof went into the church and shot up 9 women? He knew that would be easy targets. Nobody in there would have a gun. They ain't go to the hood trying to shoot up niggas.
No.
Why? Niggas got guns in the hood.
Right.
Niggas will shoot back.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So just we're gonna read it, but just the title of this article is dumb as hell because guns don't kill people. Stupid people kill people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My guns can sit in their safe all day long. They don't get out the safe and just go shoot people.
Right.
Article whenever you get there.
Khan. Despite what the NRA says, the primary cause of gun deaths is, of course, guns.
And you notice how they got the little slash with that opinion up under there. Because that's strictly opinion. That's not a fact.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's not a fact for the simple reason what I just said. I got 4 guns and I ain't never killed nobody. You gotta take the time, put one in the chamber, you know what I'm saying? Take it off safety and pull the trigger for it to even shoot.
Right. So
guns can't kill people. It's the people that control the guns that kill people. Go ahead.
Kind of Wakanda. I'm gonna mention the person name, I guess, who wrote this article. His name is Luke Sherritt / Bloomberg. He said, I was attending a function in Vienna, Austria, in the early 1900s, and during a casual conversation with some functionary, or the gentleman asked if I was from America. I said yes. He paused, then said he had considered visiting America with his family, but decided against it. America was so violent. At the time, I thought his perception of my country was an overreaction, not anymore.
Well, let me stop right there for a second. How can that be an overreaction when America was built on violence?
Right.
On gun violence at that. You know what I'm saying? The First Nation people invited these Europeans, white Europeans in, and then after they showed them how to live here, showed them how to hunt, how to fish, how to live off the land, they slaughtered and killed everybody.
Right.
I forgot the name of the one tribe, but they burnt that one tribe, 500 people, men, women, and children, burnt them alive.
So like I think it was the
Pequot. Yeah, so it's something like that. Yeah, you're exactly correct. Yeah, the Pequot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They burnt them alive. This whole nation was built off violence and guns. But now you think now in 2023 that they gonna take away guns? No. First, you got to be an ignorant, dumb, slow individual to even think that there's gonna be an option, no matter how many mass shootings they have. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part about it is, it's the devils that's doing the mass shootings. They now trying to add in gang violence, you know what I'm saying, with the mass shootings, but you know what I'm saying, we all know who going in theaters and churches and grocery stores and things and schools and things of that nature to shoot up the whole place. That's not us. Right. And what's crazy is these step and fetch ass coon ass Negroes would agree with taking away guns. When, you know what I'm saying, like if they take away your guns, then what you gonna do? Somebody break into your house, what you gonna go in there and fight them with your hands? You know what I'm saying? If they take away, and then also let's think about this: if they take away guns, gun violence will go down, but guess what'll go up? Knife violence. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't it just a couple weeks ago, a man ran over what was it, 8 or 10 Hispanics and that was in the line. Killed like 8 or 10 Hispanic people in Texas.
So like I
ran over them with a car. So what we gonna do next? Take away cars? I remember. I don't know if it still is. Wasn't nunchucks? Wasn't they illegal at one point? That you couldn't carry nunchucks on the street?
Yes.
I think it's still like that for real. You can't even carry nunchucks. That's a lethal weapon. Nunchucks.
Yeah.
Michelangelo. You know what I'm saying? Nunchucks. That's an illegal weapon. But guess what? You could always carry a gun.
Right.
Can't carry nunchucks, but your ass can carry a gun though.
Right.
So somebody running your house and they take away your gun, what's you gonna do? Running there with some nunchucks? Salaki. Salaki. What you gonna run in with some? Beat the hell out of him with some nunchucks? That's what you gonna do?
It's over.
Or no, what you'll probably do is run in there with a knife, try to stab him. You see what I'm saying? What's that one country they took away the guns? There's no gun violence, but the knife violence is out the roof. Out the roof. Like Denmark or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep going.
It seems that every morning I am assailed by the news of yet another shooting, a mass shooting at a parade or school or hospital, or a person shooting someone who came to the wrong door or drove into the wrong drive, or whose basketball into a neighbor's yard, or someone angry by the noise of a neighbor's leaf blower.
Now let's talk about them events. Like what was a couple weeks ago? The black boy knocked on the wrong door and then the white man shot him. That's a white man doing a shooting. Basketball rolled in the neighbor's yard. White.
Right.
Leaf blower. White. You know what I'm saying? Like all these hospital,
parade,
the parade, the one in Chicago, that was a white boy. Schools, white boy.
Right.
What was the other one? Hospitals, white people. You know what I'm saying? Like they the ones doing all these mass shootings.
Right.
But yet John Morant gets in trouble for having a legal gun. Didn't shoot nobody. Didn't even shoot it. Didn't point it at nobody but himself. That's a whole nother story. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't pointed at nobody.
Right.
Didn't shoot nobody. He had a legal gun, dancing to a rap song. But yet he getting in trouble, getting suspended over what? He didn't break no law. There's no police didn't press no charges. They didn't arrest him. There's no court case pending.
Right.
Anything like that. So what did he do besides being a young black man with a gun? Keep going. A little bit more, and then we're gonna go to the next one.
Neighbor's leaf blowing, shooting him a danger not included on the leaf blower's warning label. The gun death rate in the U.S. is much higher than in most other nations, particularly developed nations. The rate of children killed in gun violence in America far exceeds that of peer countries. No wonder people decided to spend their vacation elsewhere. Governments of other countries have taken to warning their citizens about travel to the U.S.
Now, let's also think about everything that goes on that incites a lot of these shooters. Don't anytime you turn on the TV or watch a movie, ain't there guns in it?
Right.
Every video game got guns in it. Basically, everything about American way of life is with a gun.
Right.
Unless you're a young black man, then you can't have a gun.
Pretty much.
You know what I'm saying? Everything about American way of life, it has to do with a gun. But when a young black man has a gun, then it's an issue.
Right.
And then not only do white America get on him, coon ass Negroes get on him too, condemn him for having a gun, which is legal. There's nothing illegal about having a gun. Like I was talking to this brother yesterday, right? And he was talking about how he's John Morant's supposed to be a role model and this, that, and the third. So I was like, well, my kids know I got guns. Does that make me less of a role model for my kids?
Mm.
And then I'm like, if entertainers and athletes are your kids' only role models, then we got a bigger problem.
Right.
Because you as the parent should be the number one role model and influencer,
right.
not a rap entertainer or an athlete. You as the parent should be that entertainer.
Right.
So if the entertainer or the athlete is your kid's number one influence, then it's a bigger problem. And the gun isn't the problem.
Right.
If you let your kids solely look up to entertainers and athletes as role models, then you has failed as a parent.
That's right.
You failed as a parent. So if your kid sees John Morant with a gun dancing to a rap song, and then your son wants to go grab a gun and dance to a rap song, and you don't correct the issue, if you think that's an issue, then guess what? You're the problem.
Right.
If your son has never seen you dance with a gun in your hand to a rap song, but yeah, see John Morant dance to a rap song and think he should dance to a rap song, then yeah, there's a bigger problem than John Morant and the gun.
Right.
You as the parent is the problem. Because your child should emulate and do what you do. So if your child has never seen you dancing with a gun in your hand to a rap song, then guess what my son has never seen me dance to a rap song with a gun in my hand. So guess what my son would never do? Dance with a gun in his hand to a rap song.
That's right.
And then speaking about my son, don't they got toy guns?
Right.
Don't they got little squirt guns like water guns?
Right.
They got kid baby. Your son got guns. So does that make you less of a father because your son got toy guns? My son got toy guns.
Right.
He got a BB gun too. A real BB. He got like a real BB gun too.
Right.
Does that make me less of a parent because my son got toy guns and a BB gun? My son has seen my guns. My son's watched me clean my guns. But guess what my son has never done?
Right.
Hadn't even touched it. Won't touch it. He know he better not.
That's right.
My daughters have seen me clean my guns. Guess what they've never done? Touched it. They don't even got toy guns. They don't got toy guns. My son do, but they ain't got no toy guns.
Right.
Or a BB gun. But guess what? They don't touch my guns either. Have I let them shoot my son's BB gun? Yeah, of course. But had they shot it without me being there? No. You see what I'm saying? Like, guns ain't the problem. It's the stupid people behind the guns and the lack of your parenting. That if you think that John Morant is your sole child's influencer, then you're the problem. You as the parent is the problem, not John Morant.
Right.
Or his right to own a legal gun and do whatever he wants to with his gun. It's his gun. He bought it. He ain't do nothing illegal. I'm sure the police seen that video. They seen the same video we seen. If they didn't press no charges on him, what the fuck? Why the hell you pressing charges on him?
Right.
All right, drop that and go to the John Morant one. Like we so ready, we got no type of brotherhood in amongst black people because we so ready to convict. You know what I'm saying? We ready to convict the brother before the judges convict him.
Right.
We are ready to say you guilty before you can even plead your case already. God damn, can I plead my case? That's nothing but internalized racism. You know what I'm saying? A society has been told you that you're wrong and you can't do this. If you do, you're a thug. You're well. What's that? What Hillary Clinton called us back in the day? Uh, super predators.
God.
We super predators if we got guns. You know what I'm saying? We nothing but killers and thugs. And then the internet find everything, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They found that what was that one white dude name that played I think he played for Portland at last. They center. Big dude. Retired in like 2016 or something like that. I got it on my Facebook if you want. I send you the picture if you want it. But you know what I'm saying? Like he posted pictures of his guns. He had big guns too. It wasn't no handguns. Them was big assault rifles. Posted pictures and put them on social media. He ain't missed no game. He ain't get suspended. He ain't lose endorsements. Probably didn't have no endorsements, but that's not the point though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The NBA ain't say nothing to him. He ain't lose no playing time. He ain't get suspended from the team in the off season. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the off season. Now I could see if he was at the Grizzly practice facility or at the arena or even at a NBA or a Grizzly event, he wasn't in none of that. He didn't even have on anything that said NBA or Grizzlies on it. It's summertime. He can't have a life. He can't have his life outside of the NBA. Now I understand that's your brand. That's the NBA brand, and y'all can do whatever y'all want with y'all brand. But if somebody ain't breaking the law, or he like how we seen on Facebook how somebody will say something racist, a white person will say something racist on Facebook or something, and then black people will go protest to their job and get them fired.
Right. Yeah.
He didn't even do that. He ain't did nothing or said nothing racist. Didn't break nobody laws. But yet, you know what I'm saying? NBA franchise is gonna suspend him for not breaking the law. Now, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, you remember when Ray Rice hit his wife in the elevator? What happened to Ray Rice?
I want to say, so lucky for me. I think they suspended him.
He never played another game.
You mean Ray Rice, running back for Baltimore?
Baltimore, yeah. He never played another game. That was his girlfriend at the time who ended up getting married after that incident. He never played another game.
Never came back to the league.
They never let him back. Then a couple weeks ago, or maybe a couple months ago, didn't Dana White, the owner of the UFC? Matter of fact, that Rice hit his girlfriend at the time in the elevator. That was on ESPN every 5 minutes. They play that video every 5 minutes. On TMZ reported a couple months ago how Dana White like smacked the shit out of his wife in the club, right? Did you ever see that video on ESPN?
So like I didn't catch it.
I didn't ever see it on ESPN. I didn't see it on anything outside of TMZ. Nobody talked about it. He didn't lose his job. He's still the owner of the UFC. He didn't lose nothing. So when people like Shaq and Stephen A, they want to talk about how this equality and everything of that nature, what the fuck is the equality at?
Right.
We're not playing by the same set of rules because we was. Then Danny White, the UFC been kicked out the UFC and never owned a, you know what I'm saying, could have never been a part of that ever again, right? Anytime a black footballer or even like a black football player gets sexual harassment charges or, you know what I'm saying, domestic violence charges and things of that nature. Shit, they also said they damn near kicked out the league. You remember back in the 90s when Peyton Manning he got accused of sexual harassment. You look at me like that, but yeah, that actually really happened. But no, unless you really actually, you know what I'm saying, looked it up or something, like you would never know that. They covered it up real quick, like when he was at Tennessee. This was in college before he even got drafted. This was at Tennessee. Got drafted, played his professional life, and was never brought up again. But Deshaun Watson, they dragging that nigga name through the mud.
Right. Yeah, I heard about him.
I bet you did. I bet you did.
Him. Yeah.
Yeah. They dragging his name through the mud.
He got hit with some fines too. I heard about that.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning. And I was all over sports back in them days because I was in the world heavy. Like,
this was when he played at Tennessee.
I never heard of that.
This was at college. I bet Google it. I would after class Google it. I bet it'll pop up for you. You'd be like, God damn, that nigga was right.
I never heard of that.
Yeah, I know. Go ahead with the article.
Kind of a con. The Ja Morant gun situation is not just about Ja Morant. The Grizzlies all-star is a problem, but he's not the problem. The problem is guns and their prevalence in society. This isn't a story from This isn't a story from March. He did it again. The Memphis Grizzlies guard was suspended from the team on Sunday for once again brandishing the blicky and social media. Just over 2 months after being suspended from doing the same thing in March. From that initial offense, the 23-year-old was suspended for 8 games. Cliff noted his way through a few therapy sessions and was back on the court in time for the playoffs to start. There was much finger wagging at the time at how stupid Morant was acting. The Grizzlies looked primed for a deep postseason run, and Morant was headed toward a $200 million plus payday based on his all-NBA playing during the season. But then the Grizzlies got disposed of in the first round of the playoffs. Morant lost nearly $40 million because he was left off of all 3 NBA teams. But as much as Morant's behavior actions warrant criticism, that is the easy way out when it comes to judging this entire situation. When it comes to irresponsible gun possession, as Morant has exhibited.
Now, let's stop there for a second. Irresponsible, what did it say? Irresponsible gun ownership?
Irresponsible gun possession.
Irresponsible gun possession. You know what I'm saying? How is that irresponsible gun possession when one is an illegal gun?
Right.
In a state where you can legally own and possess a gun. And unless you're pointing it at somebody, you're not breaking any laws.
Right.
So what was irresponsible about that? Keep going.
Kind of a con. As Morant has exhibited, he as simple as a person acting stupidly. There doesn't need to be some pathologic about the like of a father figure. Morant's father, T, attends just about every Grizzly game, playing gangster or running with the wrong crowd. Between the first Instagram Live incident the alleged punch of a teenager at Morant's house.
Hold on. Go back. It said, what about gangster?
It says that well, it says there doesn't need to be some pathology about the lack of a father figure. Morant's father T attends just about every Grizzly game, playing gangster.
Playing gangster. So who was playing gangster? His father or him?
From the sound of it, sound like it's possible. Or no, Morant.
Morant playing
because
gangster.
They talk about, it say the lack of a father figure.
Okay, so also Shannon Sharp was one of them same niggas that was you know what I'm saying, trying to talk condemn John Morant, and he said he was mad at him and all that for having a gun again, right? Wasn't Shannon Sharp ready to fight Dylan Brooks and the whole Memphis Grizzly team and John Morant daddy at a Grizzly game against LA this season? Didn't he get kicked out of the arena for that, and then they let him back in?
I heard about that. I heard he got kicked out.
So who playing gangster? Right. Who playing gangster? You had a couple drinks in you. Now you ready to fight the whole Memphis Grizzly team. John Morant daddy. They got out the game. But yeah, you ready to condemn John Morant for having a gun. Sound like a little hypocrite to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then why is owning a gun playing gangster? With all these white people that walk around with guns on their hips in Kentucky and Tennessee,
right?
Are they playing gangster? All them rednecks, they got guns displayed in the back of their trucks,
right?
On the back wall of they rifles back there. They playing gangster? How about when the white boy ran into the grocery store in Buffalo, New York? Was he playing gangster?
Like he trying to be like a serial killer in one motion.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but they didn't call him a gangster.
Nah, they say that.
That's the point. He wasn't called a gangster.
So he was having like a bad day or something. You know how they label him. Having a bad day or something went wrong.
Right, but anytime a black man gets spotted with a gun, he a gangster.
Yeah, among other things.
Among other things, right. You know what I'm saying? Which is complete horseshit. You know what I'm saying? Because in the state of Kentucky and Tennessee, you can conceal or open carry without a license.
Right.
And if you ain't calling all these hillbilly white boys that walk around Walmart with a gun on their hip, or go to a restaurant, you know what I'm saying, eat with their family with a gun on their hip, if they not gangsters, quit calling these young black kids with guns gangsters.
That's right.
Because John Morant has never showed us nothing about he's a gangster.
Right.
All right, now let's go ahead and drop that and let's get to these scriptures.
All right.
Let's start with Zephaniah 2:1. You know what I'm saying? Because this a brotherhood class. This the law of brotherhood, and brotherhood is a weapon. You know what I'm saying? And if John Morant had any type of brotherhood from his peers, he wouldn't be suspended right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If any of them brothers showed him any type of brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? Any type of solidarity. You know what I'm saying? Any type of, niggas in the world want to march and protest. If they even, you know what I'm saying, hinted at protesting and everybody posting their gun, because I'm sure everybody in the league got a gun.
Right.
If JJ Redick can get on TV and talk about how John Morant didn't break no laws, they shouldn't make an example out of him. Who the hell is Stephen A. Smith to tell him you know what I'm saying, or Shannon Sharp or Shaq or any of them, you know what I'm saying, step and fetch ass niggas? Who are they to say, who are they to condemn him?
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? Like when we allow these things like this to happen, we drop the ball as a people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It started with Colin Kaepernick. We dropped the ball with Colin Kaepernick.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then again with Kyrie. We dropped the ball with Kyrie. Now they doing this bogus shit to Ja Morant too now. You know what I'm saying? Like we allowing these public castration of our black men, and there's no type of solidarity, no type of brotherhood amongst anybody outside the ISU Commander General Yohana. And that's why brotherhood is a weapon in here.
Right.
Brotherhood is an absolute weapon.
That's right.
And if any of them brothers in the NBA show Ja Morant just brotherhood, he wouldn't be suspended right now. Go ahead.
Kind Khan. Zephaniah chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
Gather what?
Gather yourselves together.
Gather yourselves together. Go ahead.
Kind Khan. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Oh what?
O nation not desired.
Everybody.
O nation not desired.
It's a post-racial society, and everybody should just join hands and skip off into the sunset singing Kumbaya.
O nation not desired.
Who is the non-desirable?
Salaki, Israel.
It's blacks, Hispanics, and natives.
Kind of.
What a not. You know what I'm saying? What an undesired. So we need to gather ourselves together.
Right.
Gather ourselves together. Oh, nation not desired. The nation that's not desired is Israel, blacks, Hispanics, and natives. So we the ones that need to gather ourselves together.
Right.
If we gathered ourselves together, things like this wouldn't be happening because we would have solidarity, we would have unity, we would have brotherhood.
Right.
Drop that, go to 1 John 4 and 20. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these stepping fetch coon ass niggas talk about how they love God, they Christians, and they love this and love that, they love everybody. But they're so quick to condemn a black man for doing anything. That internal racism, you know what I'm saying? They've been told this for so long, you start to believe the shit, and then you condemn yourself.
Right.
Go ahead.
Salaki, you say 2 and 7?
1 John 4 and 20.
1 John chapter 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love the Most High God.
If a man say what?
If a man say, I love the Most High God.
If a man say he love God. Go ahead.
Kind. And hated his brother.
But hate his brother. Will be so ready to convict and condemn and convict his brother. But he say he love God. Go ahead.
He is a liar.
He is what?
He is a liar.
So if he say he love God, but he hate his brother and we're ready, quick and willing to convict his brother, he's what?
A liar.
He's a goddamn liar. He don't love God. How can you love God but hate your brother? Keep on. Let's get into that, right? Keep on.
For he that loveth not his brother.
So if you can't love your brother, go ahead.
Whom he have seen.
Who you see every goddamn day. Who you see in the trenches with you. Who you see getting oppressed just like you're getting oppressed. Go ahead.
How can he love the Most High God whom he have not seen?
How can you hate your brother who you see every goddamn day,
right?
But say you love God who you ain't never seen? You're a liar. You don't love God. If you hate your brother, you can't love God. All right. Drop that to Matthew 5 and 22.
Matthew chapter 5, 2. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother.
Now, if you're angry with your brother, if you're mad with your brother, go ahead.
Without a cause.
And you got no cause. So if you sitting here condemning Ja Morant for having a gun in a state where it's legal to have a legal gun, if you just really condemn him and say he's wrong for owning a gun, for being a young black man listening to rap music. Go ahead.
Khan. Without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment.
So if you hate your brother without any cause, you're in danger of judgment.
Right.
Is that it on that? Keep going.
Khan. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Raka, shall be in of the council.
You should be in danger of counsel if you hate your brother without cause. I'm saying if your brother ain't done nothing to you.
Right.
Yeah, your brother ain't even broke no goddamn law. But yeah, you condemning him and basically hate him and condemn him because you talking about how he's supposed to be a role model for your child. But you ready to convict him and throw him under the jail for doing nothing wrong. Then you're in danger of judgment. Drop that, go to Matthew 25 and 40.
Matthew chapter 25, verse 40. And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
So Christ saying what you've done for the least of your brothers, you've done for Christ. I'm saying if you gave a brother a drink of water, you gave Christ a drink of water. If you gave your brother something to eat because he was hungry, then you gave Christ something to eat because he was hungry. If you keep reading down on that, it'll say exactly that. But for time's sake, we're gonna drop that. Go to Luke 6 and 30.
Luke chapter 6, verse 31. And as ye would that men should do to you, do ye also to them likewise.
So if you wouldn't want your brother to condemn you for not breaking any laws, if you want him to convict you and call retarded and all these other you know what I'm saying, names like of that nature, don't do that to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If your brother, you know what I'm saying, maybe it did something that you wouldn't have done, okay, cool, but don't condemn him because he did it. He didn't break no laws.
Right.
He didn't do nothing to go to jail, but yet you still trying to put him in the jail. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want your brother to do that to you, don't do that to your brother.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The law of brotherhood. Brotherhood is a weapon.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If we could just stick together, a lot of these things like that wouldn't be happening because they know that can't happen because these niggas is in unity. These niggas got brotherhood.
That's right.
And if we know if we do something to one of them, then they all gonna come for us. All right, drop that. Go to Mark 12 and 31.
Mark chapter 12, verse 31. And the second is like, namely this: Thou shalt love thy neighbor.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt love thy neighbor.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt love thy neighbor.
You should love your brother. Go ahead.
As thyself.
As what?
As thyself.
So you should love. Christ is saying here that you should love your brother as you love yourself. You understand? So if you wouldn't condemn yourself for having a legal gun, being in possession of a legal gun, don't do that to your brother.
Right.
If you want to do it to yourself, if you wouldn't condemn yourself and ready to chop your head off, and you know what I'm saying, if you wouldn't do that to yourself, don't do that to your brother. Brotherhood is a weapon.
That's right.
And matter of fact, go up like 2 verses.
So like 29.
Yeah.
Mark chapter 12, verse 29. And Yahushua answered him, the first of all the commandments is, Hear, O Israel, the Most High, our God, is one Lord. Verse 30, and thou shalt love the Most High God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind, and with all thy strength. This is the first commandment.
It's the first commandment. Love God with all your heart and all your soul and all your mind. Love the Most High. And what's the second? Keep going.
Come. Verse 31. And the second is like, namely this: love thy neighbor.
Thou shalt love your brother. Go ahead.
Come. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
And you should love your brother as yourself. I'm saying so. First commandment is love God with all thy heart and all thy soul, and then the second commandment is love your brother as you love yourself.
Right.
Now, if we just did those two things, we wouldn't be in this position that we in as a people. You know what I'm saying? A job, a league, or NBA, or any job for that fact. If we had any type of solidarity, any type of love for each other, then the things that happen to us wouldn't be able to happen to us.
Right.
Why? Because we got love for one another. We know we all we got. Well, what's that say? We all we got.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then that would also remind us who the goddamn enemy is. Because we don't forgot that. We don't forgot who the enemy is. That will remind us who the enemy is. Drop that. Go to John. What was we just at?
You just said Mark 12, 31.
And 31. Go to John 13 and 34.
John chapter 13, verse 34. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another.
Go up one verse.
Come. John chapter 13, verse 33. Little children, yet a little while I am with you. Ye shall seek me. And as I said unto the Jews, whither I go, ye cannot come. So now I say to you, verse 34, a new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you.
All right, now go back up to 33. Let's break it down.
Come. John chapter 13, verse 33. Little children, yet a little while I am with you.
So this is Christ letting everybody know that he's only going to be with us for a little while.
Right.
He's not going to be here with us forever. He only got a certain amount of time to do what he has to do to show us this truth and what we need to do. Go ahead.
Come. Ye shall seek me, and as I said unto the Jews.
And we shall seek him. We shall be looking for him. And he say unto the Jews, not unto everybody, but unto the Jews. Go ahead.
Come. Whether I go, ye cannot come.
Yeah, where he's going, we can't come. You know what I'm saying? Because he going somewhere. And the way he going, we can't go. Go ahead.
Come.
I mean, if I need to spell it out, he gonna get resurrected and go up into the clouds, up to where the Most High is. We can't go there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got other things we have to do. Go ahead.
Come. Ye cannot come. So now I say to you, verse 34, a new commandment.
It's a new commandment. Go ahead.
Come.
Now, with this doesn't mean all the other commandments have been done away with.
Right.
As the Christian church would like to tell you. All them other commandments, they still there. But this is a new one. Go ahead.
Come. I give unto you That ye love one another.
That you what?
Love one another.
That you what?
Love one another.
The law of brotherhood. Brotherhood is a weapon. That you love one another. If we just loved one another as a people, we wouldn't be in this position that we in.
Right.
We our women wouldn't be at the abortion clinics aborting 1,000 babies. Our black men wouldn't be, our black and brown men wouldn't be 90% of the jailhouse.
Right.
We wouldn't be out here killing one another. We wouldn't be out here ready to sell each other drugs. We wouldn't be out here wanting to destroy our people. We wouldn't be out here being covetous, wanting and being jealous over what another brother has.
Right.
We wouldn't be willing to kill a brother over a pair of goddamn shoes. Love one another. Go ahead.
Come. As I have loved you.
As I have loved you. Christ died for us.
Right.
What's the scripture say? No greater love than he that laid down his life for his brother.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? Love your brother as Christ loved you. Christ died for you. That doesn't mean you go out here and kill your brother because you jealous about his shoes.
Right.
Or you jealous he got a nicer truck than you, or a nicer home than you, or a prettier woman. You know what I'm saying? Love your brother as Christ loved you. Christ died for you. He ain't died for you to be out here shooting each other up,
right,
selling each other drugs, and all this bullshit that we do now. It's not what he died for you for. But luckily there's grace, so we got time to get it right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now what we need to do, every black, Hispanic, and Native need to find the nearest ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana in your state or your city, the city nearest you, because we in all of them. You know what I'm saying? Country, UK, Dominican Republic, Haiti, Mexico, wherever the hell you at. You know what I'm saying? Find the nearest ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana and learn the law of brotherhood. And learn that brotherhood is a weapon.
Right.
You understand? Drop that. Go to John 15 and 12.
John chapter 15, verse 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another.
I mean, there it is again. It's all over.
Right.
Love one another. Why is he telling us that? Because he knew one day that we're going to be so destroyed as a people that we'd rather shoot each other than love each other. I'm going to shoot you because you stepped on my toe. You know what I'm saying? You stepped on my Jordans. So now I got to shoot you. You looked at me the wrong way, so now I got to shoot you. You know what I'm saying? Love one another. Love your brother. Law of brotherhood. Brotherhood is a weapon. Keep going.
Come. That ye love one another as I have loved you.
Christ is telling you, if you love your brother as I've loved you. You know what I'm saying? Christ loved us. He loved us enough to die for us.
Right.
So you should be able to love your brother enough not to shoot him in his goddamn face. Or sell him any drugs. Or be mad if he accidentally stepped on your shoe.
Right.
Or condemn him for having a goddamn gun in a state where it's legal to have or carry a gun. All right, drop that. Go to go to 1 John 2 and 10.
First John chapter 2, verse 10.
Go ahead.
He that loveth his brother abideth in the light, and there is none occasion of stumbling in him.
So if you love your brother, that means you'll live in this truth.
Right.
You'll go by this truth. When Christ said, love your brother as he loved you, That means you'll love your brother as he loves you. That means you won't condemn your brother for carrying a gun in a state where it's legal to carry a gun. You're not gonna be willing to shoot your brother in his face because he accidentally stepped on your shoe or he looked at you the wrong way.
Right.
You're not gonna be willing to sell your brother or his kids drugs or his mama drugs or his daddy drugs. Because you love your brothers, you love yourself.
Right.
So if you living in this truth, you know what I'm saying, then you love your brother, and he won't stumble because he's keeping the law. The darkness is not keeping the law.
That's right.
If you hate your brother, you are not keeping the law. Walking in darkness means you're not in the truth.
Right.
I'm saying if you're walking in darkness, you're not in the truth. Then you don't know to love your brothers, you love yourself. Even though that really should be a given. Love your brothers, you love yourself. Do unto what was the golden rule that you've been taught since you was a kid? Do unto others as they done to you, as they do for you. Love your go to Micah 3:1. We're gonna end there.
Micah chapter 3, verse 1. And I said, Hear, I pray you, O heads of Jacob, and ye princes of the house of Israel. Is it not for you to know judgment?
You know what I'm saying? They're saying like the leaders of our people cause us to go against the Most High, and in turn that cause us to go against our own.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if we had decent leaders, or you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, we had just decent leaders. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be going against what the Most High said, because they would be like Commander General Yohanan, the generals and the captains and officers in ISUPK. They teach the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we teach people to abide in the truth. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to tell us to love our brothers as we love ourselves, because that's what we do. I've never seen any brotherhood outside of the ISUPK under Commander General Yohanan.
Right.
Ever. You're taught in the streets with gangs and all that. That's a brotherhood. But every gang member I've ever ran across, they sleep with each other's woman.
Right.
They are you know what I'm saying, they do all these things behind their brother back, and you know what I'm saying, all these different types of evil things. You know what I'm saying? That's no brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? And our leaders cause us to go against the Most High, and in turn that causes us to go against our own. That's that. Our leaders are people that we look up to, people that we think on TV that we supposed to look up to. They want to condemn John Morant for not breaking any laws, but just having a gun. So now just regular Joes, they ready to condemn him. They ready to throw him under the bus too for nothing. You know what I'm saying? The law of brotherhood. The brotherhood is a weapon when used correctly. You know what I'm saying? And our ISUPK and the Commander General Yohanan, brotherhood is a weapon here. And it's always used correctly.
That's right.
And with that, that's in the class. Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Barakatham. Yahweh Shema Al Tham Bashim Yahweh Shah to the sisters. Class dismissed.